Hey everybody, welcome back to Dress to Quest. Tonight, episode 55. And you can see we've got some new faces, at least one. And we're missing a face. Oh, there she is. Um, but yeah, we've got a new crew. We've got a couple of players who had to step away for some personal reasons. They're going to handle their things, and then we're gonna have them back later. But in the meantime, we get some old friends, some new friends. Just gonna go around the circle and have everybody tell us who they are and who they're playing this evening. And we're gonna start with our wonderful paladin, Idly.
Oh no. Hi. Hi, I'm Idly. I'll be playing Erwina Dwin, your stars druid paladin for the evening. And if Erwina dies, I will come back as this haunted doll. So we all have to remind James the consequences of killing Erwina, because then this haunted doll will stare at you for hours.
All right. I think I can get used to it. It'll be all right. Feel free to popcorn it to the next person.
Let's kick it over to Kelavar.
Oh, yay. Hello, I am Humphrey Wendell Wickham, playing your residential barlock, Calavar Cobblestitch. Popcorn on over to Lily.
Hi guys, I'm playing Thalindra, a very bougie, very jewel-oriented type of sorceress.
Who you popping it to?
To Sam.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam. This evening I'll be playing Nier, the Shadar-kai Echo Knight Fighter, and I'm going to popcorn to our very good friend Benji.
Hey guys, I'm Space. Yeah, hey guys, I'm Space. I will be playing Benji Goldenclaw, and I will pass it over to Chuck.
Hey, yeah, I'm Chuck. I am playing Pax, the what is it? Warrior of Way of Mercy monk.
Yeah. And I'll be playing everybody else tonight. That's what I got to do here. So yeah, real quick, we're going to go through our wonderful sponsors this evening. See those drop up in the channel just here in a second. So our main sponsor, of course, is our wonderful friends over at Monument Studios. They give us all of our audio sounds for every single show that we have here on the Misfits. If you're looking for some extra new dice for your next game, go check out Canadian Dice. And then if you want to support the show by kind of supporting the with some apparel, you can get that information over at dungeongrandmaster.com, where you can pick up shirts and things like that. And last but not least, our wonderful friends over at Last Hope Printing are offering us a massive 40% off an entire order, any order, by using the code MISFIT to get any of your painting and miniature needs. With that, we have one more announcement. Chuck, do you want to do it? Or Chuck or Sam, would you like to handle the what's happening this month?
Oh, Sam, you're putting this off on me, huh? Oh, punk. I did the announcement last night. No, so if you haven't already seen, we at the Misfits are hosting a giveaway that will be held at the end of the month as part of Pride Month. I think we've already got one donation to our charity of choice this month, which is the Trevor Project.
Who's in the channel said he's the one who donated. So thank you very much. That's
right. I saw that $15. That's huge. We really appreciate that. So what we're doing is to support the Trevor Project. We are hosting this giveaway. So we have a bunch of prizes that those who participate in chat. I think it's if we can put the fundraiser. There we go. There is the command giveaway to be entered into our giveaway. I believe is still going active for the month.
I believe so.
Yeah. So your name will be dropped into a list, and at the end of the month, names will be randomly drawn for the entire list of prizes. If you want the list of prizes, I believe we have the QR code somewhere listed here, or specifically it's on our Instagram page, and you can go there. There's the whole list of prizes. All the details are there. Yeah. If
giveaways,
if I haven't explained it very well, I'm sorry.
No, giveaways just not working for some reason. Oh, Let me turn that on. There you go. You hit that button now. For some reason it wasn't turned on. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why it's having problems. All right, cool. Yeah, the
Stumble like that.
what's that?
Nothing.
Oh, you did fine. All right, everybody. Well, we'll be back in just a moment as we begin our adventure here at Dressed Quest. And we're back. All right. So, recap from last time we were here in Icewind Dale. The Council of Ten Towns, the Skimmerstrad, the Goliath Alliance, and the Council of the Arcane Brotherhood all held a chair at the meeting they were called to decide the final fronts and preparations for the impending damages that the creature known only as the Shardland Dragon is currently wrecking the lands outside. Once the decisions were made, the team took a day to breathe before taking on the elements, heading towards Kelvin's cairn. A nice soak in a hot tub, time to tell stories, and time to share tales, and time to breathe. That didn't last long, as a battle was erupted with during the northern between the northern attitudes and the creature, a creature of pure chaotic magic. Two elementals rampaged through the northern side of Bryn Shander, where the party decided to take on these creatures. In the meantime, as one was killed, they combined into a much larger, more chaotic version of itself, and pushing to their limits, they were able to destroy this creature. But strangely enough, right before it was destroyed, it just vanished, as something seemed to have taken its core. Meanwhile, while that was happening, some of the party took an adventure to Goodmead, where they found corrupted bees were locked away within the mead hall. After that, they continued to return to gather information and to usurp the current speaker, who has claimed his throne there, without any sort of democratic election. And the Dragonborn Melia has now chosen to be running candidate for that. Finally, after a conversation with Arowina's mother and grandmother last episode, and a unexpected confrontation with the now dead imposter of Caer Denival, lying on the floor in front of Mir, Jinjak, and Olivier, the party is summoned to the War Council to explain their actions and bring truth to the potential threat that has happened. We're going to pick this up really quick at first with near and far there, standing right on the around as the changeling creature seemed to have morphed back into its normal body. Soldiers coming up the stairs, wondering the commotion.
Now, the body collapses to the floor, and it was Olivier that slit the throat.
Correct.
I'm torn.
I'm sorry.
I had been suspecting. Nier had been suspecting a little bit of duplicity, at least with reference to the last hour of game, even though Sam Lopez has been suspicious for a while, and knew full well that if there was a traitor amid and amongst these combined councils who could then be threatening the efforts to save 10 towns in its, fight against the Shardland Dragon, the Duragar, and all other malevolent forces, somebody of that nature to a fighter probably needed to be smited the stomach center or another. But on the other hand, Nier's intelligence isn't less than 10. He knew we could probably get some information out of this sucker. And so the first thing I probably would do would instinctually just summon the my Keyblade, if you will. I forgot the actual in-game the Warrior's Passkey. I'll summon the Warrior's Passkey, and knowing full well that he's not here, Olivier is not here this evening, what would be his reaction immediately upon seeing me draw the weapon, knowing we won't act anything out tonight? But
Right.
I don't know. Nier doesn't know what he would do immediately, but with the frustration that he's feeling, first reaction, instinctively not having his, like, this is the best way forward, needs met to be a protector. Weapon out. You, auteur or director, how does Olivier exit the scene in reaction to just seeing a weapon?
I think at first, either Olivier is going to, and I'm not going to speak to him for this, but I expect either one of two options would happen. Either one, he would at least bring a blade to yours in protection of his own skin, or he would let you point it at him, because he does not believe that he is doing anything wrong or against any sort of ill will. During that moment, though, you would see multiple guards from the War Council approach, kind of placing in front of, between the two of you, this body laying on the ground now in the clothing of Lord Kranich, but definitely not him.
Obviously not revealing any of Ark's motivations should he have shared them with you. Do you know if he would be seeking to go away and answer questions, or if he would be trying to leave the situation? Above the table.
Above table, he would be heading. You would all be heading to the War Council, which is what I had gotten information from both Ark and Chris about.
Okay.
So,
and weapons out, we possibly have them like crossed with each other without actually touching weapons midair, and are just staring at one another. And I'm just letting the off iron scent of non-particularly specific humanoid blood waft through the air, like allowing it to both temper my anger, but also not letting it go entirely. I flick just the slightest look over in Trovis's direction. Is Trovis reacting in a bewildered way, an expected way, etc.?
Trovis, as you had seen him before, is acting very confused. He doesn't understand what's happened exactly. And for the most part, he's still, like I said, you visited Trovis in a evening time frame where he's not armored, he's not prepped. But he will don that armor, and he will prepare to head to the War Council with the rest of you to get some sort of answers. He's also very confused.
It is my recommendation, good sir, that in this cold environ, at the very least, you continue to don your under armor elements, your gambus and what have you. It seems as though nowhere is safe, not even here in Bryn Shander. And then I look back over in Olivier's direction and say, you have a lot to answer for. I think it's best we not let our tempers flare too much, and we go along with all these individuals and see what the council has to say about what just transpired.
I'll answer what I can. And he will let the weapon disappear, and with Jinjak's help, gather. Well, actually, the soldiers will gather the body, and everyone will head back to the War Council, where you will have multiple individuals from the War Council standing around. Specifically, Speaker Duvessa, and also the sheriff that attends, or that stands by her side.
As I follow, by the way, it's obviously with Olivier in front of me, but not directly in front. And not in a menacing fashion, but just for the means of preparedness, because it does take a few split seconds for the literal key to transform into a sword. It just rests atop my shoulder. Being mindful is to not have to point too far behind as to be a threat to anyone behind me. And I'm looking not just at the back of our wizardly friend. I'm instead admittedly fearfully, looking to everybody in the hall as we pass. Is anybody walking differently? Does anybody scent slightly differently than normal? I am now incredibly suspicious as a result of this revelation.
Give me an insight or a perception, your choice, depending on what you're trying to gather. It sounds more like insight, though.
It seems insight-ish. It's worse for me, but I'll take it. Not bad though. 18 plus 1 makes 19.
19. You don't seem to see anybody that's skittish or concerned, especially as you're walking down through the large building where most of the councilmen are being held, or not held, but where they're staying. Across the snowy pathway, though, you will get to the war council room itself, where you have all had discussions before, and the sheriff, of course, is standing there in their donned armor. Speaker Duvessa in something much more regal looking and respectful noble's gear stands there. She says, What is the meaning of this? What has happened?
Speaker Duvessa, this is Kranich. Or at least this is the individual who was posing as Kranich, the Speaker of Caerdinaval. It appears as though we had an individual with potentially malicious intent. As you can see, and I hold up the notebook that was being written in, that just sort of had like a log of troop movement plans and like defensive perimeter development plans and the other details that Kranich had been tracking, as you had described. It appears as though this individual was posing as the speaker and was making very careful note of all of these details that were integral to this location's defenses and safety, if not those of others throughout 10 towns. It was by providence that we happened to come into suspicions of this individual, and unfortunately things transpired to the extent that we had to act quickly. And this is the result.
As Speaker Duvessa starts to speak, there's a knock at the door. Individual, by some of you know, of Avarice, arrives in full garb, kind of this long, heavy robes, strange-looking, almost angular hat that sits on top of her head, the horns holding it slightly up, along with walking behind her, Thalindra.
Hello, other council member.
Hello. I was informed by Olivier that there were some accusations. Now, we can't have this, to make sure that we are of complete organized fashion during this time.
Well, as the accuser, I'm happy to enumerate. We'd been observing this individual, and I indicate the body, speaking with somebody who we were not capable of seeing. And granted, I have no definitive proof that the suspicious conversation about having been made was coming directly from Olivier. The voices were too muffled for me to make them out. I only know there was one voice in addition to this one's here. But the specific discussion was happening at a time that Olivier had proven all too easily, by way of teleporting myself and his self into and out of the room, while being invisible, that an unseen additional voice may very well and may very easily have been his, as upon bringing me back out of the room, he once again went out of sight with a distinctive magical signature indicative of him having teleported once again.
She looks at Olivier.
Is he here?
Yeah, Olivier would be there, so would Jinjak. It seems And as it happens, a bolder, much more rough-sounding individual, as the sheriff speaks up, he says, "Invisible enemies are among us. We've gathered intelligence both by the Skimmerstraw Druid organizations, as well as the Arcane Brotherhood, revealing boot prints throughout the snow within Bryn Shander. We assume that this person was speaking to a Durgar. Without fuller proof, we would be unsure if it was your Durgar or your friend or acquaintance."
Out in the hallway, I indicated just how suspicious I was of all the persons present in that arena, so I don't think it would be unfair for me to ask of the sheriff by way of asking our game master. Do I get the sense that he's hiding anything?
Give me an insight. While this is happening, the rest of you are standing there. Do you have anything to say? Or would you have anything other than you, Chuck? You're not there yet.
I think the Lindra, who's behind her boss, and she's just like watching this little play out, and probably only knows what was allowed for her to know about the situation, is looking around. Like, is there no way that we can have some kind of way of seeing invisible people, or of maybe really removing the magic in the areas?
It's a good point. There's possible ways to do so. However, they take time. And it sounds like there's a bit of a confusion on who's an ally and who's an enemy at this point.
And before I give you my insight results, hearing this question from Valindra, I do say, I know the Arcane Brotherhood is here to lend as much assistance as is possible, but independent of your involvement, and I turn away from the Brotherhood representatives, I turn back to Devessa. Did your town have any form of arcanist that would be worth consulting on such matters, in case anybody is not yet above suspicion?
We can rally those that we would believe to be able to help, but it would take time. Most of these people are being placed in other portions of town as defenders, knowing that we do have the potential for these happenings. We've already been informed by other towns that this has been happening before, including East Haven, which is no longer. May they rest in peace.
Now, James, shout out to Emma Claire of Delta Dice, who's working with Tabletop Misfits on a potential dice set for our endeavors here, inspired by Dress to Quest at Icewind Dale, because 16 on the die makes a 17 for my insight.
With a 17, the sheriff is speaking in a very manner of he understands what he knows. If there's additional questions, it's not coming from him.
So he's speaking in a very matter-of-fact manner. I can tell that he's speaking straightforwardly. But I also trust that he's only speaking with expertise as far as that expertise of his extends. Okay. Duly noted. And I can't recall, because I know I've been in, Nier's been in a session with Valindra in the past. Lily, are you part of the Arcane Brotherhood?
Yes, I am. Okay.
I look to you then, Miss Valindra. You do ask an interesting question. I apologies for not knowing the full extent of your abilities. We haven't operated together much. Have you any ability, whether or not directly, but perhaps indirectly, to see through veils of invisibility?
I, in fact, do have the power to see through invisibility, and at times I'm able to remove magic from a certain area and detect it. So, say you are having someone wander about town who is invisible. If I come across them, I would see them.
That is good to know. Were you by chance moving about the hallways, or at least outside the primary council chambers this last 10 minutes, using such abilities?
Was I moving about the chamber back there? Nope. Unfortunately, now she looks over to Devessa. I am attached for the moment.
She's quite skilled at what she does. That's why I believe that this might actually be a good opportunity for you all. A member of your party. This is Avarice speaking. A member of your party and a member of the Arcane Brotherhood together can decide what has happened here. In turn, I can lend the efforts of Thelindra to you to continue your quest towards Kevlin's cairn.
I turn to Jinjack, and I apologize for this burden, James. Only be able to reveal so little, so much information. But him having been in the room, whether or not you've spoken with Chris, or if you have to make something up, unfortunately, on his behalf, I just want to know, what make you of this? You were there.
So, to remind you, Jinjack rolled a 3 on his insight. And Jinjack has a respect to Olivier. So it would, without putting it in Jinjack's words, because it ain't happening. That man's got some really good vernacular on him, so I can't figure that fully out. He is very eloquent. I believe that he and Olivier, or he would definitely be up for the idea to clean Olivier's name. The question is, do you believe that that is enough?
Looking to the rest of our companions, not yet this really cool athletic martial artist who hasn't appeared in the scene just yet, but all of the others. I even hover on Valindra briefly as I consider Calavar, I consider Benji, and I consider Ari. Just kind of like trying to get their takes on the situation, having heard some information, but possibly not the whole story just yet.
So,
I look at all of them.
Ari and Benji were not here for this.
Exactly.
So I don't know if we're even here for you to look at. I don't know where James has us on the board.
Maybe I thought he said that
same with Calavar.
Yeah, so you would have all been summoned to the War Council after this death. But we're going to say that it wasn't shortly after. There was a moment of time passed before everybody. This would have been a full callback for pretty much the entirety of the party, especially with the potential that there was a accusation being placed. So you three were standing in that room when everything was discussed.
Can Erwina then try inciting the situation from just what taking in everything everybody is saying, almost making because she can't write, but she is taking like a mental note of like all the information coming in, seeing what the general vibes are of the room.
I can give you general information.
Again, I wasn't here for this, extrajudicial murder, but let's see what we can kind of glean. Oh, it's not good. It's a 10. Dice, you fail me this night.
With a 10, there's a couple things that you would gain just because of your past. The conversation or the information that the sheriff spoke about, you have seen firsthand. Duergar can go invisible and return and whatnot. Jinjack is stating that he's willing to take on this call to make sure that Olivier's name is cleared. You've all been party members with Jinjack. Specifically, you and Benji have been party members since day one.
He's girl crazy right now. We can't trust Jinjack's good graces. He's girl crazy. He's been compromised by emotions.
Hey,
this is why we don't we don't trust people based on how good they look. And Erwina like has like a slight like elastic like ribbon on her wrist, and she like slaps it on her own wrist a couple times. I don't know if he's fully, with us, but I also don't know what the heck is going on. And she will pipe up in the defense of just the situation because she did have information. Yes, this speaker though I saw in in a form similar to this back in back in his Kerdidaval through a window. And unfortunately we had other issues to contend with at the time, such as his right hand man and his heart boxer underwear, if I'm not misremembering things, which was a far more pressing issue at the time because he was enthralling the town. So unfortunately got kind of pushed a little bit to the back of the back of the wood burning stove. But there are such strange things afoot. And I think this goes further to illustrate that we must be working together, because if we are fractured like we have been, it's going to be easier for us to be infiltrated.
Well said. And I do agree.
And Erwina looks at her friends that were there, like Jinjak and far near, and looks at them like, why didn't you wait for us? We were coming back. We could have worked on this together. This could have been a team project.
And to be clear, you're communicating that just with the look of your eyes?
No, there's like a whole little bit of a gesture going on. What is this?
Yes. Yes, Lily.
Above table, has the body been checked for anything?
Other than the book, but it was.
At that, Dillinger would kind of walk a little forward and be like, could I possibly detect any magic on him? Could I just do a one scan over? Just
Of course.
this world's equivalent of shits and giggles.
We love shits.
Yeah, she walks over towards the body. She's dressed a little bit more formally. Dress is very simple, straight, but still has the slit to open in case we need to run. So she kind of walks over, the skirt flowing behind her, and she does do just like a small, quick pass of her hand. Little bits of snowflakes kind of escape as she passes to detect any kind of magic that might be left on him, any kind of residue of anything that he's come into contact with that's magical in some sense, to give us an idea of.
You gain. So with the detect magic, you notice that there's a necklace on him that resonates magic.
Kind of doesn't touch the necklace, but does point. Is this a protection charm of some sort? Am I able to detect what kind of magic? Or would that be like an arcana check?
Be an arcana check.
Oh, I have my business once. 12 plus 5 for a 17?
17 should get it. Give me 1 second to pull up the item. I was getting ready to do that as you were rolling. It rolled a lot faster than I thought it did.
My friends call me Speed.
With these, you're not really radiating any specific heavy types of magic. It's just it has simple magic connected to it.
Well, aside from the lovely jewelry, he seems to be clean of magic, though. It's nothing. It doesn't feel dangerous. It just seems normal. Might just be a protection charm of sorts. Better safe than sorry.
As I said, it seems. Yes.
I'm sorry. I can I look to Olivier?
Sure.
Was this guy a snitch? Is that why you took him out?
Took him out
Erwina
because we
will-
knew he was dangerous.
Erwina, who has not really fully ever trusted Olivier further than she could throw him with her 8 strength, will stand behind Benji with her full paladin authority of like sus. But I got your back, Benji. I got your back.
I just pat her head. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm just a bit confused. So we left. Olivier killed somebody, and now we're here.
Your job was to get to Kelvin's cairn, and now we have an imposter that has snuck into Brynshander, into not only Brynshander, but one of the council members of the War Council, who has all the details on every single final front that we've been able to build heading towards this creature. If this individual was speaking with somebody, potentially Duergar, we don't know what they know. And now we more than ever need to find out.
Is there not a way to speak with the dead?
Not that we have.
Unfortunately, that is beyond my skills. And I believe probably the skills of everybody except for maybe Jinjack. But yes, there are still ways of getting information from him.
And we'll do this then. Take the rest of your party, along with Lady Thalindra, to Kelvin's cairn. From there, gather the information we need in order to potentially protect this capital once again. In the meantime, Jinjack and Olivier will be under full watch of 10 towns. And Speaker Devessa like folds her arms and looks at Avarice, and they will be properly guarded.
I look to Erwina. We don't trust her, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's Erwina says in like a quiet sidebar. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd let her sit with us, but like,
Nah, she can't sit with us.
no, she can't sit with us.
She just
She can't. But I don't see what other choice we have at this moment without making this a much bigger deal. And unfortunately, Icewind Dale has a lovely way of putting knives in each other's backs, which I very much vehemently disagree with. But we'll all die if we let petty grudges win the day. So as much as I don't trust most of the people standing over on that side, I trust Jinjack. But again, he's girl crazy right now.
Okay, so we tread lightly.
Yeah, tread lightly. And in the end, we can only fight so many battles. We can't take it all on at once. I mean, as much as I would love to. And Erwina does the up and down glance over at Avarice and Olivier. As much as I would love to fight all these battles, I don't think we have that time today. If we want to be productive and save Icewind Dale, we can fight that later.
We trust Nir though, right? Nir and Far, we can trust him.
I mean, I trust Nir more than I trust Olivier. He at least pulled me out of a well one time, which he didn't really have to do.
Okay, and what about the sorcerer over there? What's her name?
Thalindra. She was there for that one fight that we had with my ex-boyfriend, which was very traumatic. So maybe we could be trauma bonded. I don't know.
Can she sit with us?
I mean, she can sit with us, but under probation. Probationarily sit with us. I would hate to think that my poor opinion of our compatriot Olivier would blind me to all good judgment.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
How about this? And Speaker Duvessa speaks up and she says, why don't we send one of our own with you under the order of 10 towns as a replacement for your companion here? That way, there is one member of the Arcane Brotherhood with you and one member of this council with you, or at least somebody that speaks directly with me.
Oh, all right. I guess they can sit with us.
She takes a moment, kind of whispers off to the sheriff. The sheriff peeks up and he goes, "Ah, I know the exact person we're looking for. Head to the slums. Look for the bar on the eastern side of the slums. Individual, kind of rough around the edges, but he's good people. He's been helping this place for quite a while now. He keeps to his own, and he helps those less fortunate more so than anything else. Goes by the name of Pax. You'll find him there."
All right.
And Speaker Deves says, excellent idea. A wonderful idea, actually. Keeping an eye not only on those that we have asked to do an extremely dangerous mission, but also keeping an eye on that one. And she will eye even at Thalindra and Avarice as well, since it seems like the last few months have been nothing but a pain since we brought you into our council.
Damn. Can I make an insight check on her?
Sure.
God.
I
Are they
just
not
don't
allowed
trust-
to
I
sit
don't-
with
That's the av-
Professor
That's the
now?
average or
Oh
to-
my
to
goodness.
Lindra.
No, only a 10.
Okay.
Speaker Duvessa is young, but has been through a lot over the last probably year and a half, and has grown tremendously from who they would have been before the rhyme had started. And you can see someone who carries themselves much differently than you would expect at the age that she is.
Well, if I'm to join the party, could I possibly change first? This isn't really a traveling outfit.
Sure. Yes, that sounds quite practical.
As long as they're going to do that, it's high time I probably put on something with sleeves.
No. I think you look amazing there. Show your muscles. Come on, muscle contest. I'll show you mine.
I look at this hulking bicep and go, yours are better.
I know. Thank you.
Here, I'll make you feel better.
The noodles
here.
kick up.
And Erwina does her like sad little flex, and it's like, ooh.
It goes upside down.
Just Valindra goes.
That's not how
wow.
strong. That's not where her strength is, sadly.
Mhm.
But I do have a question above table.
Sure.
Valindra knows Olivier, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Thalindra and Olivier are technically counterparts to Avarice's.
She
Plan.
would kind of, as everyone's talking before she heads out, kind of slink over to Olivier. You were justified, correct? Your claims are true?
Of course.
I believe you, but if they don't, it does seem like it might cause issues.
I must find out. We better figure out what the problem was, right?
Yes, you're lucky that I'm going to do it.
So you can drift off to go get what seems to be much warmer clothing. All of you will meet outside where you pick your spot before you head down to the slums, or some of you going to the slums early. Your choice.
Erwina will go to the go start her way to the slums. She will
Yeah,
also
me too.
be doing a food delivery while she's still here.
Okay.
We're gonna raid that hotel again for all
Okay.
of the snacks. We're bringing the snack bar to the
So
poor people.
so we're
again.
heading back to the Snug Haven, gathering a handful or an arms full of goodies. Everybody's prepping for cold winter gear and heading to the slums. Is that what I'm hearing?
Can I do something real quick?
Absolutely.
While they are talking, I will walk with Erwina, but I would like to kind of break off and find like some sort of city or a place where bad people hang out, like criminals. I just want to find.
That might be harder up in the the nicer district that we're in. But
Yeah.
Oh,
not impossible.
how much time do I have before we leave?
I mean, that's really up to you all. Currently, it's technically nighttime right now. You guys were, since that was a conversation that you had interrupted Trovis's sleep for. So
Yeah, if I have time, how long before we leave? How much time do I have?
We should probably leave at what passes for first light.
yeah, so you have 4 or 5 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll be back.
Okay.
And I will split off from air. And I will go to the what district are we in right now?
Right now, you would be in what would be considered the council district, which would be most of your nobles, most of your higher ups. Some of the different places would have estates that would be representing the different of the 10 towns, things like that. Much higher nobility in this area than what you're looking for.
Okay, is there like a part of town where the criminals hang out? Is there like a bad part of town?
I mean, when you were running into problems in Bryn Shander before, the northeastern side seemed to have been a little bit more rough and tumbly, and then the entire south side has now become, the southern portion of the capital has just become nothing but a run over of all of the refugees that are coming from the different towns.
Okay. I would like to go to the northeast, and I want to use my criminal background, my
Okay.
criminal contact feature, to kind of get tidbits on the Arcane Brotherhood and see if they're some kind of criminal organization, or if they're like the Thieves Guild, or if they're like the Zentorum, or
Okay.
something of that nature.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you head towards the northeastern half side, and you start going down the road. The road. Are you jumping into an inn? Are you looking just for people standing around? What is your?
I want to find a guy on the corner.
Find a guy on the corner.
Yeah, I just want to find a guy on the corner and see if I could.
Give me a perception check then.
All right.
Since we're just looking for the guy on the corner.
19.
Okay. With the 19, you find a guy. You find a guy in the seedy portion of the town, kind of sitting next to what would be a lamppost. He's kind of leaning against it, looking down, looking around.
I just slide. I think I just slide up next to him, kind of nonchalantly, and I'm just like, I got a job, more so like a favor. You think you can help me? I need help, man.
I don't know what's it for me.
I can get you money.
Money's
You want
good.
gold?
We
Okay.
don't got much here right now.
All right, look. I have a problem. There, Avarice. That's the name of the boss, right?
Mhm.
Of the arcane.
Yeah.
I have this person that I need anybody that you know to follow. Kind of give me information on her. Her name is Avarice. She works for the Arcane Brotherhood, or actually, I'm sorry, she's in charge of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Well,
I need to know.
uh, I mean that's a pretty big
We
step
got
there.
we got gold, man.
Yeah,
We
but
can
gold's
pay
one
you.
thing. I mean, I'm risking my life for doing something like this.
You'll be fine. We have a cleric. he'll, he'll bring you back to life if you die.
I don't know. Why are you trying to find information on Avarice?
Because I don't trust her. And
Well, of
my
course,
friends
she's a
don't trust
noble.
her.
Nobody's gonna trust her. Do you
So you
trust any
said
noble?
that's you got me there. I don't.
People with money,
Uh,
they do things without any sort of repercussions, right? So,
that's true. So you gonna help me or not, man?
I mean, I could try the trailer if that's what you're looking for, but it's gonna take some time.
All right, that's fine. I gotta leave. I gotta be out of town. When I come back, I'll find you, and I'll have your gold. How much you want?
Well, I mean, we'll figure it out once you get back.
All right. Okay. I just nod at him and I walk away.
That's it. You asked me for a job, but you don't even pay anything up front just for the help. What kind of people are you?
All right, here. I give him 10 gold.
God. Want me to do a job and not even giving some upfront costs? You know what's going to cost me to try to get the information on this lady? A lot.
Hey, well, listen, if she dies, you can find her money. Right? You can take her money.
If she,
If she dies,
I don't know if you really
Did Benji
understand.
just put a
who
hit
you're-
out on Avarice? What
I don't really understand who you think you're going after here. This is the Arcane Brotherhood. This isn't just your average everyday slum.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm not saying kill her. I'm just saying if
I
she,
ain't killing her. There
something.
ain't no way I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah.
Look at me. And he's like this scrawny looking, like covered with a bunch of different rags to keep warm type dude.
I just need you to trailer, okay? Just trailer, get information about her. I need to know what she's doing in the town.
I'll do my best. How about that?
All right.
I'll do my
Okay.
best.
Please, don't die.
Well, yeah, I don't want to die. I prefer not
What's
to
your
die.
name? What's your name, man?
Spike.
All right. All right, Spike. I gotta go. I gotta go get ready to leave.
Okay.
I have so many weapons actually. I think I take like a dagger or something. Do I have a dagger? I have a battle axe. Here, protect yourself. And I will dip. I'll just walk. I dip.
Just, you threw him a dagger?
I give him a battle axe. That's all I got.
Kind of grabs the. So, for those that have been watching this show for a long time, the first couple episodes, Benji did the same thing to Arowina, and the same thing is going to happen.
Well,
Spike's
I
going to
hope
try to
he's
hold
ready.
this battle axe, and it's not even going to come off the ground. Like, man's like,
Spike's
Yeah, all
going
right.
to be so important to this story later. That's
This is a
That's
backstory
what it
moment.
yeah. This is his hero's journey beginning.
you know,
Oh my god, yo, Benji is so bad at being a criminal. It's crazy. Yeah, I will. I go back to Arena and Nair.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Erwina is currently filling a bag full of all the complimentary bread that she possibly can. And she is arranging somehow, she's going to try and talk the hotel into delivering the endless breakfast buffet that she would be promised in the morning because checkout's probably at like 10 and they're leaving at 6. she's gonna try and get the delivery of her breakfast, her all-you-can-eat buffet, to the refugees on the outskirts of town on Olivier's time. That's her
Olivier's
plan.
time.
Because they're still putting us up.
Yeah,
Look.
give me a persuasion, but that one's gonna definitely be at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage. You know, you miss 100% of the
The times you don't try.
times
Yep.
you do, yeah, and
Now-
she's
now,
gonna
James.
throw a little star stank on it too.
Just
Might
putting
as
this
well.
out there, buddy. It's paid for. We
Mhm.
are known heroes of the town.
Yeah.
We are frequent patrons of the spa, and we have never once made a mess that I remember couldn't be cleaned up easily. Disadvantage? Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, still disadvantage. It was a nice.
Hey,
it was
it's
a nice
still
try,
a
though.
23, guys.
See, there you go. See, with the disadvantage, the story still wants to be told.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you rally off.
Mhm.
What address do you give them? Just some random spot in.
The same place that she had set up the food drop. I think it was yesterday,
Okay.
or a day or two ago,
Yeah, it was
just
a
to
few
make
days
sure
ago.
that like maximizing the good she can do. It just happens to be on the Brotherhood, the Arcane Brotherhood's dime.
Yeah.
We can be both petty and charitable at the same time. We can live in multitudes. But she is going to take a bag full of bread because she knows she's going to the slums
Yep.
to grease some palms.
All right. Awesome. Yeah. So putting the order in to send this off this way. This is where you'll be that morning. Later in the morning, you all meet. The rest of you kind of meet up right on outside of the Snug Haven. And I'm going to ask you this because this is going to actually come into question later on: is what is everybody wearing during this moment?
Erwina is wearing her normal adventuring gear, which is been changed a little bit. She has her scale mail on, as well as layers of what looks like embroidered silk quilted to keep the heat in. So it's not like heavy down jackets. It's light, ethereal, elven made, but for the cold.
Got it. All right. Yeah. So, and you're layering that underneath the scale mail, or
Yeah.
above? Okay. What about you, Benji?
Benji is wearing a variation of what she wore when they first started adventuring, which was a bunch of different pelts, like wolf pelts. She has them dyed black now, so she has her little hat and not much else. She doesn't wear armor, so
Right.
everything's very loose, but fitted for the cold.
Calavar?
He's still sporting his new blue and silver threads.
Okay. Might be cold. Just give you a heads up.
I think are they meeting up at the are we all meeting up in the same spot?
Yeah.
You would see the Thilinger kind of arriving with you all like a pack on her or a satchel. And she's dressed in something similar, but similar in the ideas of Erwina. She's more layered than she is heavy coated.
Mm-hmm.
Her dresses seems to have like a sheer, almost sparkly layer underneath that still kind of looks like sheer skin, so she can have it off shoulder. Hey, I think about things. However, she does have like a kind of short, very thin, wispy cloak on that has swirls of kind of flurries of snow.
Mm-hmm.
And also, just for a little bit of flavor, can I be a little Elsa about how maybe I don't feel the cold as bad?
Possible.
Possible. But yeah, she would
Depending on-
arrive
Depending on
big
who.
hair and all.
I believe your heritage might be that way. Might help with
Let
that.
her cook.
That's why I said I want to know why. Like, why do you think you want to be Elsa?
Because I have ice magic.
Got it.
I mean,
That pretty much
It didn't
sums it
bother
up.
me anyway.
We have to have a Disney princess in the party at all times.
yeah, Erwina currently is in her Regina George era, which is very strange. So you get to be the Disney princess now.
Yep.
We pass the mantle.
And Nier, since Far just wears the same thing he always wears.
Yeah, Far is more or less the actual sleeveless look that I rock in cosplay for this. Nier's not too different. He probably has had, much like the miniature I made, thanks to Mort and Katie's Magnificent Minis, where Nier has more of like a tundra hides wrap around his waist over some like probably fur pants and like furred boots, but still maintains the same leather armor from when he was back down south, and has been like trying to figure out a coat that works for him these last couple of weeks and some like other wear that doesn't totally prohibit his movement and sort of failing. But for maybe the last 10 to 15 minutes before getting to a position where we could get additional clothes or just outfitted better, has been like trying to do curls with a variety of things he has and looking over at Benji, not like angrily, jealously, but also just kind of like I suppose I haven't been trying that hard to get bigger because strength is one of my lower stats. So failing being able to match the brawn and still being in like appreciative awe of how much stronger Benji is than he is. At the very least, he does don like something resembling a Jon Snow-esque wolf cloak of his own, just a cloak, but he goes for like a lighter gray, so he doesn't stand out like Jon Snow would with black in the snow.
There you go.
Does Erwina notice that you're struggling to find clothes that like work for you?
Probably. He's not subtle. Despite how well
Erwina
seems-
is going to take out this like little knitting loom that she's been carrying with her weaver's tools, and she creates because it actually goes pretty fast when you know what you're doing. In like less than an hour of work, she can create two basically hip arm sleeves out of yarn, because I know how to make those. It's basically tube. She creates two tubes so that way you have full mobility with your upper arms and have a little bit of insulating layers for your forearms for under your bracers. Here you go. I call them arm stockings. I don't know what they are. It's supposed to be called
arm warmers. And Nier does have a 20 in Dex, and I like to imagine that without trying to steal anybody's Disney Princess vibes, instead goes full Sailor Scout, like on, and then like rotation through the air, like pointing off in different directions and looking vaguely into the sky, sort of a movement.
Yeah,
and then settles.
So
yeah, nice.
Are we all just gonna twirl? I mean, I'll twirl. Benji twirls.
Benji twirls.
Oh, she
roll
looks so
for
cool.
twirl. Roll for twirl.
Yeah,
twirl
roll
off.
out.
Acrobatics. Oh, we're gonna acrobatics
I'm
for
gonna do
twirls.
performance.
18. I'll do a pirouette.
I want to
Only 12. 12 for twirl.
11 plus 6 on performance for 17 again.
Hey, we just...
I swear, it's an 11.
And I got a 12.
So, who got the highest out of all that? Benji?
Yeah. Wow.
so-
She really is very impressive.
It's I
You
grew
see
up
him curling more stuff.
dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying.
Oh, we're supposed to go get our new party member. Kelevar, are you coming with us?
I got a couple more adjustments I want to make to the sled, but I'll meet you
Okay.
there.
Okay. Well, let's go find this Pax fellow.
Benji just looks at Kelevar sad.
I like to give a little cape flick to add to the twirl of things.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We can't
Alright.
beat the bard in a twirl off. It's not gonna happen.
Shit, that was a nat 1 for a grand total of 9. So I end up like flicking my cape, getting myself in the face, and just knocking myself over.
Would you like Polaris to go with you to the sled, or are you just happy by yourself?
I mean, if it gets him out of your way for a bit, you know.
I mean, I do love my giant teddy bear very, very much. But I don't want you to feel like you have to do things on your own if you don't want to.
I think I'll manage. We're just making
Okay.
adjustments to the sled, and
Okay.
you know, got a couple ideas.
Okay. Well, let's go find some guy in the
slums.
in the slums in a bar. Was that where we were sent? I guess so.
All right. So you head south to the slums. The slums are not really run down areas, but just you're seeing people taking up hovels in areas that would normally be fit for 1 or 2 people are now being fit for 6 to 8 people type feel. Rooms are being built kind of off the sides of already built structures with canvas and things like that just dropped over to make extra space. Large tables are placed out in order to gather food for those that are traveling from long distances, towns that were wrecked by the Chardelin dragon. And you stop, of course, at the first place, which is where all of your where you originally met the people that were getting out all the food, and they give you a wave, and as you drop off more food, and excitedly enough, they start to pass that out more.
Have you heard of an individual named Pax?
Oh yeah, that man's good person. Sits
Good
over in the
person.
bar over there.
I trust your opinion at this point very highly. Random stranger. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for letting us know where he is.
Of course.
And there should be some sort of breakfast arriving tomorrow.
Excellent.
I'll be out, so I won't be able to assist much further, but I hope this helps bring a little light and joy, or what little light and joy we can find in these. Looks up at the sky. Very dark, apocalyptic times.
He looks up at the sky with you. I miss the sun. Anyway, we'll get the food out to those that need it.
Thank you. And we'll head over to the bar.
All right. So you head west, just a few sections down from where you can see people huddled around large campfires, just keeping warm. Bar is a
Note to self: extort blankets from the hotel on Olivier's dime. Note to self: silk sheets.
Are we extorting Olivier?
I don't know if it's extorting, but I think it's basically fleecing him for all it's worth.
Okay. I mean, I'm down.
It's a fleece.
It.
Yeah. I think it's going to be okay.
all right.
I looked to Thalindra. Did you say he could afford it?
Probably. I'm sure he'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
So
We all fight our battles in different ways. I'm fighting mine through aggressive charity work.
I don't know. This feels petty to me. But
What?
hey,
No, these people are freezing out here.
As you say, Cylindra, who's still like her big statement necklace, she's got the big jewels, and she's just like, and pulls the cloak a little further over herself.
Yeah.
Noticing that you are
That is
also
a little
very
bit
well
colder.
dressed and
Very well
decorated.
That
Yeah.
arcade account.
Yeah, we're gonna use that expense account for all it's worth. It's fine.
Um,
Who even knows where that money comes from anyway?
So, like, where does he keep his money? Because I owe a guy.
Oh,
I
we better actually though focus up on finding Pax.
Okay. Yeah. We'll find his money later.
Yeah.
So when I, like I was saying before, the term tavern is used very, how would I say, slightly off here. You see a rundown building, probably a single window connecting to in the front of it, boarded up, and it just says it with what seems somebody took an actual knife and carved tavern onto a plank of board and just nailed it to the side of the wall of this place.
That counts.
Yeah. Wow. This is a nice establishment. And Erwina finally realizes she's finally seen a bar worse than the Hook, Line, and Sinker on a bad week.
Well,
All right.
I mean, it could use a little love, but you know,
Yeah, a little love, little elbow grease.
after I just open the door, I'm just like,
Yeah.
after
You
you.
open the door and you hear in the back the guy says, "Be very careful with that." As the door goes, like comes off half hinged and kind of just leaning a
I
bit.
put no. That's no, that wasn't me.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll get the nails.
Okay.
I think you need more than that.
He grabs a hammer and kind of walks out, and he's walking kind of at like this slight hinge to his own hips, and he leans over and he grabs a nail and just
Oh my goodness.
Here, wait. Let me help, because I think this is gonna turn out the same.
It's like
Erwina will lean.
I'll take the nails from him, and I will.
Oh, yeah, you pinned it in
Sorry,
pretty
go
well.
ahead.
That muscle.
Erwina leans over to Far because she's still not sure about Thalindra. She's trying to be more open-minded, but she does lean over to Far and goes, "I think we need to get out of this town. I think I'm becoming what's called bougie, and I don't like it. I don't like this for me."
Near leans from the other side of Far and goes, "I know," and gestures at his own beautiful bracers, which you made.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
Come on,
Look, you can take the 8 intelligence out of the girl with a circlet of intelligence, but you can't. I mean, it's stuck forever.
All right. While this is happening,
yeah,
Pax, where are you in the bar?
Yeah, I hear the commotion that's happening, and come out. I guess there would have been at least a somewhat upstairs.
Yeah,
where I was
two-story.
It's yeah. So I would be coming down. You all see a relatively tall figure, blue tinted skin, just coming down. Not dressed for a lot of cold. In a vest, maybe a little bit of fur line. Yeah, sleeveless. Walking up and just, what's going on? What happened to the door?
Oh, it happens all the time. You know that. I just forgot to. They came in a little fast, and the hinge on the top fell off again.
Again?
Yes.
It's the third time this week.
Well,
oh wow!
Stop throwing doors open.
Why are you asking what happened?
This week, it surprises me every time.
Okay.
You look formidable. Are you an adventurer?
That's adventurer is one word that's been used for me. I'm really here to help the refugees out.
Are you Pax?
Yes.
Why are you yelling? He's right there. He's standing right in front of us.
Benji's still holding the door up.
Yeah, I'm just like.
There's a lot of dust
Yes,
and dirt and mold in this room. I'm sure sound doesn't carry the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm Pax. And who are you?
We are the Northern Attitudes, and we are here to ask for you to join us on a quest.
You really don't have a choice.
I don't.
No, Avarice said you had to come with us.
Oh no, it was the sheriff. The sheriff's.
Oh,
you came very highly recommended.
Okay. Fair enough. The sheriff. Okay.
And he spoke very highly of you and said that you were very charitable, and evidently our cleric has to stay behind for whatever reason that I don't really truly understand. But we could really use an extra pair of hands.
May I ask what it is you need my help with?
Oh, just a little quest, just a small thing. We're going to Kelvin's Cairn to spy on the Dwegar and maybe figure out how to fight the hell beast that flies in the sky and rains terror upon the realm of Icewind Dale. Nothing too big.
Oh.
Nothing too big.
That sounded
She's
like a lot.
underselling.
Like that sounded
No.
like a lot.
No, it's
That was
just
more an
it's,
undersell.
So
You gotta learn how to ease them into it. You just we need your help
James.
fighting a dragon.
yeah, we're gonna be
James.
fighting a dragon.
Yeah.
all these names and all these words that they're spouting at me ring bells, correct?
So the sheriff is Sheriff Markham, who you have spoken
Yes.
to many times. He's pretty much the command for most of Rinchander. Dwegar, you might have heard in passing. You
Mhm.
know that you have heard of the equivalency for what you've done. You've heard of the like boogeyman type feel where you're like
Right.
things come out and invisible, show up, steal things, leave.
Mhm.
That type of stuff. The dragon, of course, you would know what that is because that thing has
Yeah.
trounced across the sky for the last
Pretty much the reason I'm helping the refugees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this
Kelvin's
individual, here,
Cairn, you have no idea.
Melindra, was kind enough to join us in this endeavor, is very blessed with arcane powers that I believe our group will benefit from greatly to be able to not only take on the threat from above, but just to endeavor to save Icewind Dale. Are you similarly skilled with ranged magical activity?
A little bit, but I specialize in hand-to-hand.
Ah, we can throw you at the dragon.
Benji pipes up. She stops hammering. She looks at him. You're a fighter.
Yeah, yes, you could say that.
Oh, here we go again.
But
No,
She's
not
gonna
this
have
time.
to-
I have a door to fix.
Gotta season.
Okay. Her hands are full. Hurry, break more things.
Benji is growing up.
But I hear I hear them talking about the Sharblin dragon, and it definitely raises red flags. Well, if you were going to try and find a way to stop that beast, I see no reason why I shouldn't help.
Oh, wow. That was an easier sell than I thought it was going to be. Thank you. That was an easier sell than I thought it was going to be, so thank you.
Why were we trying to sell him? I'm just
I don't know. People are weird in this town.
he that's true.
Now, you're not wrong.
Alexis-
There are many odd folks in this town,
Yeah.
but
It seems like you
If
were
it-
kind of voluntold.
See, I was right. He had
Maybe-
no choice.
There's nothing wrong with being voluntold. Technically, that's how I'm here.
That is exactly how you are here.
I'm the only one who
Yeah,
chose
well,
to
I know
be
what
here.
you had no
Claire-
choice either.
the clarification, the difference is the sheriff. I don't work for the sheriff. The sheriff just recommended me. However,
Mhm.
I do want to save these refugees and prevent more casualties. So if your efforts are to that end, I don't see why I shouldn't help.
Oh my god. Erwina wants to incite that because she is now like so suspicious of everybody.
I don't know, man. I think we can trust him.
We're currently okay, I'm gonna insight
Okay.
26.
Uh,
I'm
Tell
so
the
glad
truth.
I'm using this on this.
Tell them the truth.
All right.
Mm.
Well, pleasure to adventure with you or do business. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Now,
I think
you
he
all know
referred
my
to-
name. You gave me your, I guess, ensemble, your group name. I need proper introductions if you don't mind.
All right. Erwina looks at the others.
You've already
Hi,
I'd
I'm
like to-
Benji. Nice to meet you.
Cylinder.
Benji, Alindra.
This here is our very good friend Kelevar. Kelevar.
Oh,
Kelevar's
I don't
not
think
there.
Kelevar came.
Kelevar's
Oh,
not there.
Kelevar didn't come.
Oh no, that explains
I
why
am
you've been
plotting.
quiet. All right.
We're gonna come back to Clevar in a second because we got to
Mhm.
find out what's going on over at the stables again.
I am near, and this individual, who looks exactly like me, is my spectral aspect. You don't need to worry about.
Hey,
We do have one more companion. His name is Kelevar. He is attending to making our sled. I believe he used the words super dope. I'm not sure really what that means.
Super dope.
Or pimp my sled, I think was also a term possibly used. I'm not really sure. I again have no idea what that means. Anyway, my name's Erwina Dwin.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Mhm.
When do we start?
As soon
Do you
as
need
get on that sled.
better clothing, or
James, buff table. We discussed this. Based on my background, I kind of don't. Man,
nope.
no. This is fine for me. Thank you.
Thalindra, Pax, both of you are newish to this endeavor. You especially, Pax, but do either of you have final preparations? I think the rest of us are fairly ready to go.
I packed this last night and this morning. I am set. I have 5 outfits. I have my weapons, and I have all of my tools for my magic.
That's so many outfits.
One
Yeah,
for
I
every
only
day of
have-
the week, and then you wash.
What?
Yeah. No.
That's what
Darling.
magic's for. That's what
Yes.
magic's for.
Yes, I wash with magic. But it feels better to say wash than it does to just say clean with magic.
Oh, okay. I just prestidigitation. That's
You know, there's
that's
still
what
a
it's for?
residue left after that.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It looks clean, but it's okay to every once in a while put it in water and soap. Once a month.
Oh God, you guys were right. This town is making you bougie.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this.
This
We
is,
gotta
we're
get outta
we're about
here.
to go in the wilderness. Are you guys sure you're ready for this?
I'm
I've roughed it before.
I mean,
Okay.
I've traveled the wilderness this entire time, so I'm fairly used to it.
I look to Pax. Does he have any other thing like besides? Do you have items on you, weapons or anything?
I got a couple of things. I got some bracers on. Just a couple
Do you
little things
do you
here and
need
there.
like rope? We could
I
get
have a
some
pack.
rope.
Actually,
I have a pack with.
Benji, since you're
Okay, that's
looking,
better.
give me a perception check, but it's gotta be a high one.
I don't know if I can. Now that you said that, I'm not gonna get it. Oh, 19. I don't know if that's high enough.
Still not high enough. Nope.
Damn. All right.
All right.
We're gonna sleep on the ground, guys. Are you sure you're okay with that? I look to Thalindra and Erwina
She pulls up.
Oh.
She
Why are you looking at me?
because you're acting like you haven't, roughed it. I don't even know how to say this. Yeah, you're acting different.
I have my boots that I wear for the entirety of this, and she shows her boots, which are like for snow and stuff, but like they're
Still
they're
fancy
pretty,
looking.
and they have little snowflakes and the rib and
I
the
feel
tie.
attacked right now. Our party's falling apart, guys. I don't like this.
All right.
Are you-
Well, here,
Are you
sir.
sure
I
you
hope
need
I
me?
fixed your door.
You sure you want me to join?
You know what? At this
No,
point,
you
I
should.
think
You
you
should.
have more sense than the rest of us. I think a gas leak might have gone off. I don't know. Some sort of noxious fumes are in this tavern because we're all losing our minds. We gotta get out of this town, though. It's tearing us apart.
You're telling me you decided to walk in and break my door again?
I didn't break it. It's not my fault. Your door was weak as hell. Okay. Your door was weak.
If I may, she prestidigitations the door to just make it look nicer because it's so.
That's the
I
cleanest
don't
it's looked in a
know.
while. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
Apologies for the door falling.
I'm not feeling
Wonderful.
sorry at this point. He could have said thank you. I
All
fixed
right.
it.
He kind of grabs the door and
You
like.
guys, we
moves
gotta
it back.
leave before I
Oh, you
just
did.
walk out into the snow.
I think we
Thank
need to
you.
go check out this pimped out cart. Yes.
Yeah, you said pimp my
Like-
sled. Is Calabar from the south? Because I feel like that's a south thing.
I think
I
you're all
heard it.
relatively from the south compared to me.
Yeah, that's
Is he
definitely
smelling
it's
hot?
like
Is
water deep.
renting?
I don't know.
What
Does
was
he
that?
that the
rent
one-
it out or something?
Oh,
You
I
keep
have
saying
no
I have a vague understanding of what the word pimp means, and is he
I
renting
have
the cart out or something?
I have no idea. We're gonna go find out. And Erwina is just gonna walk to where she assumes the stables are at this point because she just
I
cannot
can find him.
handle
I can follow
the
me.
silliness.
I can follow. Yep,
Follow
here
me.
we go.
All fours.
Benji's gonna toss her nose to the sky and start finding.
What? Okay, I don't want this question to come out weird, but what does Calabar like? What is his scent? I imagine like lavender or something.
I would definitely say that he has an Earl Grey lavender smell to him. Also with like soot ink and fear.
Okay. That's I smell the fear and I follow that.
It's not the tea smell; it's the fear. That's what she follows.
Yeah, what do pyrotechnics smell like?
Fear. Fear
That's
and
her.
charcoal. Yeah, so you pick up an immediate scent of fear from Kelevar because it's always there.
It's this way, and I start walking.
With your innate ability to track, you head over to the southern portion of town still of the city still. However, this is on the eastern side, closest to the southern gate. Some of you have been here before. This is where Avarice originally brought the sled and Candle and Scruff. It takes you a little while to walk there. During that time, if any of you have anything you would like to say to each other, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we can speed on.
I would like to ask Thalindra a question.
Go for it.
So I just wanted to know, like, what made you join the Arcane Brotherhood?
A mix of opportunity and desperation.
Wow, I don't get desperation. Actually, I smell the air. Do I smell desperation?
And they were kind enough to shield me from someone that I would rather not find me.
Oh, okay.
I owe them a lot.
I look to Erwina. I'm just like,
Okay,
think-
she can sit with us.
she can sit with us. I'm
Erwina
not
has her
whispering,
own,
brother. I'm
like,
standing in front of
What's
her.
going on? Erwina is whispering. She can sit.
Benji is not.
There's definitely some Regina George vibes going on right now.
I think we can trust it. Well, one more question.
Yeah.
How long have you known Olivier?
I know him from before. Known him for a good amount of time. We're from the same region of sorts. I've
Do
never
you just? Oh, I'm
been to
sorry.
trustful, but we change as we age. I can't speak fully, but I do trust that he didn't kill the man without justification.
Oh, I mean, I don't care if he did or didn't. The guy is dead. It makes no difference to me. But I just want to know: can we trust him as a group? Do you think we can trust him?
Is there a way that I could do an insight on myself in a sense of like, could like what she knows, would that yield trusting or would that yield more? Like she
You
knows you can trust him, but can they is different.
you know that as of now, the Arcane Brotherhood is like any other faction in the world. As long as your goals line up, trust is there. Otherwise, it's personal.
It seems currently that everybody wants the same thing. And so long as everybody wants the same thing, I do believe you can trust him to do his part. And to not screw you over as you are doing something rather important. It is necessary.
I would counter that while we might be able to trust him if our motives are aligned, I do not always trust his means. And Erwina thinks back to when we first met Olivier, and he tricked a man into getting electrocuted or setting off a booming blade before leaving a building. There are some things though that do not align with us on the means and the methods used. And I do not believe they are always the most justified. I can agree that maybe while we are aligned, yes, but I always question, and that could just be my own biases coming into play a little bit.
I wouldn't let biases make you feel like you can't trust your biases. It's just your experience. You've lived long enough to have an idea. You see a pattern. The pattern becomes recognizable after some time. People call that biases, or they call that self-prophecy. But it's just a pattern. You noticed it. You noticed it again. It might mean something different each time, but it doesn't mean the pattern isn't there. So if you see a pattern of distrust in Olivier, I cannot refute it.
Thank you. Because I feel like I am going slightly crazy. Anyway.
Just slightly?
Oh, no, I feel like we've all gone to Bonkers Town in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, no, I've lived here.
The new town in 10 towns, Bonkers Town. We're going to build it where Kirdenavall used to be.
Can I be the speaker?
Yeah, sure. You're the speaker of Bonkers Town.
Yeah, definitely.
This is great.
Wow, you have the authority for that?
I guess I do. And in like a moment of like just pure Erwina needing some dopamine, she'll draw her wooden sword, shillelagh it, and knight Benji as the speaker of Bonkers.
Yeah, I get down on one knee.
There we go. This is definitely something that I have in my capabilities as a paladin sworn to the realm of Icewind Dale. May you protect the town of Bonkers Town and always serve its best interests.
Anything
what exactly have I walked into?
Dancing lights.
Bonkers
you just
Town,
see
obviously. This is Bonkers Town.
As she's being knighted, the
point,
dancing lights around them.
So dancing lights around them.
Yeah. This is a very important ceremony. Don't interrupt.
My blade is yours, and I take my my great sword out, and I also have I have a glaive as well, and I'm just like I stick them both in the snow.
Oh, perfect! This is excellent. Yes, this ceremony is now concluded. All snarky commentary can begin once more. Thank you for holding all.
A bow.
Yeah.
All right. How close are we to Calabar?
Yeah, you're getting there. Yeah, you've definitely walked more than enough.
Leading up to that point, and only very briefly, because I want to get Humphrey in on the session, I spent too much time tonight thinking he was in the scenes when he was not. Walking like a distance behind the three of them, so that's as private of a conversation as Erwina and Benji might have wanted to have with Alindra. I just asked Pax, probably after like just a couple of minutes of silence, just, you do seem relatively dedicated to the cause of caring for refugees coming from other towns. You don't have to go out into the wastes. What really motivates you to take on this much danger?
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. Let's just leave it at a desire to do good.
Think I can get behind that? Wow. It is not easy to shove weapons directly into the snow that way. What are they doing up there?
Benji stands up. She pulls her weapons out. She shoots them.
We have chosen a brilliant champion of Bonkers Town. This is perfect.
Not only is she the champion, she's also the speaker. Great.
Yeah. Look, there's no rules in Icewind Dale. We don't have a unified form of government. It's as good as any at this point.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, brain cells are frozen.
Yeah.
Anyway, as the comment is made, you see the very disheveled stables that are currently in the distance. But before we do that, Kelevar, you've made it
Yeah.
back there a while before this.
Mm-hmm.
What have you requested of our magnificent dwarven fellow and his family once again?
Alrighty. So I had this idea of like rudimentary medieval hydraulics, just like little airbags to kind of give the sled a little more bounce to it as it's going along.
Okay.
So that's one. If it's possible. That's more your call than mine.
He is not an artificer, so probably not.
Okay. How about just basic metal springs?
We can make metal springs.
Okay. How fast can you do it?
Roll me a persuasion check. See if you can convince him to make them quickly.
10.
Nope. Not a 10 on that one.
Okay, so that might have to be like a future idea, but I would like to request like 3 different checks, 2 animal handling and 1 performance.
Okay.
First animal handling check to get both the dogs kind of sitting up on the sled like they're like little guard dog things.
Okay.
To see if I can get them to behave and stay still.
Okay.
That'll be a 14.
I'll allow that one.
Okay. The second one is hooking up Polaris to the front of the sled like he's going to pull it, like for a parade.
Okay.
That is going to be a 15.
Okay.
All right. All right. And for performance... Oh, don't you dare. An 11.
Don't you dare.
Because it rolled a 3, but I've got an 8 in performance, so that's a... Shoot, I already lost track of it. Shoot. 13, I think I said? No. 8.
8 and 3? That's an 11.
That's an 11. And what I want to do is to cast Magic Mouth on the sled itself and do a Bardcore version of Ride and Dirty.
Are you doing all this heading towards them?
I'm trying to get all this prepped as they're kind of coming my way. So overall, how well would you say I managed to put all that together?
Well, let's see if we can try what we did last time. If we can get 5 subscriptions kicked off here in the next 2 to 3 minutes, Humphrey's gonna sing Bardcore Ride and Dirty. Last time we did this, it was hilarious and it worked almost instantly.
And I did do the math.
You did do
the
it.
Intro lyrics for Riding Dirty does fall within the 25-word limit.
There we go. So yeah, with an 11, it's not. I mean, it's Bardcore, so it's a little bit different, anyways. It doesn't sound exactly the same as what you would expect. However, it's not bad, and only 25 words, so it's not super difficult. So yeah. But yeah, that's what you are all come up to. Polaris strapped to the front of this now oversized sled, Actually, you know what? I will let you describe this, Calavar. This has been your baby since the beginning. So describe to
All
the
right.
rest of the party what this sled looks like.
Okay, so it'll be very quick. Like Calavar would keep kind of peeking out of the stables to see if they're coming or not. And as soon as he sees them getting close, he'll kind of scramble back in, be like, "Okay, okay, this is gonna be great," and then just kind of, I don't want to say mush, but like incite Polaris to start pulling and start kind of pulling out the entire sled, which is now a little bit wider than you guys remember. It's probably looks more like a double wide bed frame on skis. And if just to kind of replicate what Chris drew last session, it's got like two like little magical lanterns at the front, and it's got just like a lot of fur padding inside. And just as the sled is pulling out, you start to hear like a barred chord version of "Right and Dirty," and then just got kind of Calavar pulling like a Captain Morgan with one foot on the front of the sled and just posing while the music is playing from the sled itself, which is, according to Magic Mouth, is now permanently imbued with the ability to play this at any time. And then to kind of top it all off, he casts his little tiny hut spell, and a little dome just kind of appears on top of everything.
Wow. What is this?
This is our new ride.
Amazing.
Can you-
Pax?
Can you play
This
the
is
song
Killer
one more
Bird.
time?
Yeah. What's the song? What is this wonderful ballad?
I had this queued up
Yeah.
for like 20 minutes.
Fabulous. What is
All right. And while it's happening, I am going to draw.
Hey, okay, I really like this.
I mean, you can cut me off at any point. I'll just keep it playing. It's 5 minutes long.
Oh, you're good. No, I'm just going to drop up the sled in our chat, or not in the chat, but in the in our little window real fast so people can see what we're looking at. The sled was a well-designed creation of our wonderful Chris. Let me see if I can get that while we're holding that. While that's happening, the rest of you come up to that moment. So you do with that as you would while I'm wrapping this portion.
This is so cool.
Now, the Bard core makes a lot of sense. His musical capabilities have been boosted ever since we ran into Levistus that one time. And I'm just curious if there's any evidence of the demonic presence in the newly pimped out decorations on the sleigh.
Newly pimped out decorations on the sleigh. Calavar, have you added any additionals?
Nope. All of it is Bard based. None of the things I did to the sled involved my warlock abilities.
Yep.
Roger.
So, and that is the sled.
Hell yeah.
With Calavar standing in front of it.
Run dirty.
Is that a
I looked
is that a
to
functionally protective dome? Yeah.
you go first. You go first.
I'm happy.
I look to Pax and Cylindra, and I'm just like, welcome to the team.
Yeah. We're the Northern Attitudes. We ride in whatever style this is.
Yeah, whatever that was. I kind of
Yeah,
like it though.
this is us.
I would say that this is most agreeable. I don't see any issue with it. It's not going to bounce too much or at all, is it? While we're on it.
depends on how fast I can get Polaris going, I guess.
A ride's a
I've
ride.
traveled. I've traveled these lands, but this is definitely a new way to travel.
Yeah. Look, we do it differently in Bonkers Town.
You have to ride in style.
Yeah,
You
you
do.
gotta, otherwise they won't respect us and our speaker.
Imagine we pull up to the dragon with this bardcore song, and we're just like, we came here to kill you.
I can
Yeah.
see the dragon shaking in his boots.
He absolutely would.
If nothing else, he'll be confused long enough for us to maybe get a hit in.
I never said it would
It's
be in
called the-
fear, though.
Look, it's called the element of surprise, and surprise can also be surprise and awe.
Every
It's-
creature can feel fear.
It's like this saying that what is her name? Pavia's mother used to say. She said
Mhm.
once, to confuse your enemy, you must first confuse yourself.
Yeah. So that deep confusion that we're all feeling, that's the magic working.
Ah,
Yes. So yeah, you're stuck with us.
Yeah. Welcome to the team.
As
So
Calabar
right.
used
You-
another individual.
You're here.
Sorry, there were a couple at once. What was that again?
I said, you see another individual walking up with the rest of the crowd.
Just that him going, well, howdy.
hello. I am assuming you are Kelevar?
Yes, I am. Kelvar Cobblestitch at your service.
Ah, I'm Pax.
Welcome, Pax. Welcome to this edition of Pimp My Sled.
Well, definitely you have made a lasting impression on me, my friend.
Oh, but wait, there's more. And just kind of gestures for everyone
Oh.
to come into the dome.
Oh, okay. Let's get in the dome.
And so, yeah, as you kind of push through the dome, like it's like instantly padded out, all the cushions of like leopard print, wood beams, and it's even got like a little ladder that's going up towards the center, so someone can like be poking out and guiding the dog or Polaris from above.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little fireplace in one spot. Got a little chromatic orb with playing like little images on it. Don't know what at this point, but it's like, yeah, pimp.
This is beautiful, Kelevar. I don't understand what pelt this is, but it's beautiful.
I'm not sure either. I figured I would crush up one of the beads that I got from the bracelet, snort it, and see what happens. So, you know,
Wow.
I'm sorry?
What
Hold
was
up.
in your bracelet?
You have drugs?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I
I
want one.
tried though.
I will, Kelevar, with your permission, Erwina will touch his forehead with her full palm, which he is small. She is not much bigger, but I'm sure her palm is like most of his face.
Yeah.
With your permission, I will use lay on hands to remove the poison condition at this point. Just in case. We can't have you getting sledding while intoxicated in town. We'll wait for a
Is that here?
leader.
You guys have that here?
An SWI? Yeah.
Where did you get drugs from? Wait, you said you crushed the bead up and you snorted it. Why?
I had an idea, okay? And as soon as the
It's
poison
beautiful.
leaves his brain, he looks around and goes, oh dear God, who decorated in here?
A genius. Erwina lies through her teeth.
I point to Cylindra.
And there's just Calabar just looking around, mildly horrified, going, "What print is this?"
And you thought it was leopard, but like the leopard prints like backwards, so like every this circles and stuff don't size up. They actually go like the dot, and then the circle, the other curve is opposite to it.
Oh god, we're gonna be stuck with this until the spell wears off and I can recast it. Okay, well.
If it makes you feel any better, I remember once getting very, very drunk and ending up in a noble house. They don't decorate much better, so this is actually technically a bit higher class. And I'm rolling deception.
Insight check for sure. Yeah. Called it his own work.
What?
18. Dang.
Like,
22.
So close.
That was 22. Like,
well-meaning. It's a well-meaning white lie.
And just him going around like, aha, high class.
That's the
right.
Yeah.
Well,
this is so much nicer than the hotel that you love. This is very nice.
No, it's
Insight
not.
check on that.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is a mess, Calabar, but you know what? We love you for it.
I think it's very innovative.
It's not.
Well, and shall we ride?
Why are we lying to each other? That's what I need. Are we lying to each other?
As you decide who's lying, who's telling the truth, you ride out the southern gate of.
Oh, I had one more thing I wanted to have Erwina do.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure.
Erwina is going to kind of try and figure out which of her friends she trusts, and at this moment, I think she's going to go to the new person and go, Pax, I'm so sorry to ask you for a quick favor. Do you know how to write?
I would.
Yeah.
Can you help me with a quick note? Erwina's going to write it in her own hand on a piece of paper, and you can, I think you get the vibe that Erwina doesn't know how to write, so she's asking kind of for guidance on how to write and how to spell things. Thank you.
Yeah. I sit there and can I even read it? Is it legible?
Yeah. It says in a hand that says it is not addressed, but it does say, I hope you find the courage to write your own words, is what she kind of like puts together. And she says, thank you very much. And she signs it in her own like shaking hand, because I think she can figure out how to write her own name, because she never learned how to read or write. So she's being very vulnerable and very brave right now with a complete stranger. But right now her friends and her are experiencing a gas leak and need to get out of town, so she can't trust anyone else with this information. And she rolls it into a little scroll and is going to find a courier to take it to the town prison to give to her ex-boyfriend.
On the way out, you kind of stop where the gate is.
Thank you, Pax.
Now, two things about this. One, Pax's penmanship is pristine. Like, high quality penmanship.
Okay, so then Erwina has gone through several little slips of paper to try.
And as you get ready to pull out of the southern gate into the cold of Icewind Dale, what everyone else sees, empty sled pulled by two dogs and a polar bear, is pulling out of this place. A hand pops out. I don't know if you brought the head out or just the hand, to hand the guard at the gate this
Oh
This
yeah,
note.
no. Erwina will fully pop it out and be like, "Hey, we're the Northern Attitudes.
Ugh.
There's a guy in custody in prison. Can you like make sure this goes to the proper channels to get a letter to them? Don't worry, it's not saying get out of town or like I'll save you. It's just a see you never, bro.
Oh, right.
Thank you,
Kind of
thank you.
tucks it into what would be a satchel on his hip.
Okay, and
safe travels.
Erwina has. Thank you. And Erwina has closure on that chapter of her life. Goodbye.
And then it's
Calavar will have it playing Riding Dirty again as we pull out.
is that? What is that?
Benji,
Awful.
Benji
This is
is
strange music.
like while he's playing, Benji is sharpening her great axe like with her whetstone to the beat, to the rhythm of the song.
Erwina is controlling the dogs and the bear to walk slowly, like we're cool guys who don't look at explosions.
As the sled
Come on, Pax, you can do it. Come
slowly
on, you can
rolls
dance.
out.
While we're riding out there, I'm gonna Jesus Christ, I'm gonna subtly send a message to Thalindra and just be like, "You've worked with this crew before. This group, are they always like this?"
To be fair, they were dealing with a bit more pressing issues at the time. I think they were chasing a serial killer of some sorts, and she had gotten into a very bad quarrel with a boyfriend who I believe is whom she's sending this message to. Actually, do we know that? I'm saying that, but I don't know if we know.
I don't know if Thalindra knows the whole backstory, but I think because Erwina's like, we gotta go save Reese. I think Thalindra knows that Erwina has recently felt extremely betrayed by somebody who meant something to her at one point in time, and now is just kind of dopamine seeking.
Okay, then I will amend. I will amend my statement to. No offense to President Parker.
Your mic,
Your mic went.
Your mic went weird.
Strange.
Yes. This is no offense to any present company, but men tend to suck when it comes to
I still can't hear you. No one can hear you.
No, it's
absolute garble.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Your mic is fading, and
let me unplug.
That last bit sounded well. If you kind of hang out to the side of the microphone, I guess.
Nothing to know.
How about now?
There.
Okay.
Like from where can you hear me? Like there?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that's better.
That's very clear.
So that her response to it was that no offense to you or to any of the other gentlemen on this party, but men tend to suck. And I take it with that.
Okay.
But she seems fine now. So I'm not sure what's to come. Last time, again, pressing matters, much more serious tone. This feels a little bit more lighter.
As they continue to roll slowly out, some in sunglasses, some not, some music playing still in the background. Calavar with full-blown aviators on.
I didn't know. Wait, we all got. I don't have a parachute.
I wasn't informed.
I don't know how three of you just randomly had sunglasses laying next to each other, like. Oh, and there goes the
mush.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. Now I gotta find something.
And our guest.
My mask.
Our guest with masks. All right. And with that, you mush into the winter colds of Icewind Dale.
Perfect.
During this time, you have an opportunity to speed up or slow down your journey, depending on what the weather feels like. Currently, the weather is pretty calm as you just push out of the capital we're going to bounce real quick over here so that people can see what we're looking at as we journey. So for those watching, we're heading through the main thoroughway up through the Dwarven Valley into Kelvin's Cairn. Now, there's opportunities you can go. You can go around, make things a little easier for yourselves. That'll take more time, or you can push quickly through the treads of the ice and snow directly to Kelvin's Cairn. Your choice.
I think Erwina wants to go by Telmarine. That pass seems to be more direct than going up Caer Konig, but doesn't take us fully off-roading.
Okay, so kind of getting
you might
closer.
off-road to get back onto the road, but it looks more favorable.
Taking a traveled trail rather than heading. Yeah. So with that, I will have whoever is doing our control for the cart. Please roll me a survival or animal handling, your choice.
I will. It's usually Erwina driving. Does anyone else want to drive? I will take that silence as a resounding meh. We'll use survival.
Okay.
1d4. And she will ritual cast speak with animals, so she can speak directly to the dogs. And Polaris, it speaks. Her and Polaris can shit talk all they want.
Truth.
Yeah. Normal roll or with advantage?
You cast speak with animals, so it'd be with advantage.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. That'll be a 23.
With a 23. So then I'm going to have, for the first one, let's have Thalindra. Roll me 2d6, take the higher.
Oh, 6 and 3. So
6 and 3. With a 6, you're able to quickly navigate through what seems to be already traveled roads and trailways till you get to the main thoroughway connecting Targos to Termalaine, where you can see cart tracks heavily divvied into the snow itself. And you are able to utilize this to speed up your travel by an additional hour. So cutting 2 hours off of your 8-hour travel.
Nice. Wow. Riding in luxury is nice.
Is there a window in this? Since we're in a bubble of sorts.
I mean, technically, the spell doesn't say it has windows. But if you poke your head out.
I think we would kind of see out full radius, right? It's a big window to us.
I asked the question because she would like to smoke. So it's like, is there a window?
You can come hang outside with Erwina if you want.
She would go outside
her weird
with
crash
Erwina.
out mode. In her weird crash out mode.
She would go sit with Erwina and take out her little carrier. But would you like one?
Oh, I don't really smoke. I don't think I ever have. What is it?
Well, it is something to just kind of help you relax, if that makes sense. It doesn't get you drunk. It doesn't get you elevated. It just gets you relaxed.
Sure, we can try that. This is Erwina's bad idea day.
She hands you the handmade hand rolled cigarettes that she would make, and helps you light it.
Okay.
Just a few puffs, and then just inhale, hold, and then release.
And Erwina will give it a shot. Yeah. Okay.
Being a bad influence
on the paladin. This is great.
While that's happening, Pax, roll me 2d6, take the higher.
I am inside, and I have the boys gather around in a circle, and I take out my teapot that I stole from Erwina's father,
Got you.
And also the cups that I stole from Erwina's father. And I'm like, and the tea that she made me. I think the only thing I don't have is water. So,
It's a 5.
It's a
I
5.
just poked my head out. Erwina, do
Yeah.
you have water? Oh, what's going
Erwina
on out
will
here?
full on one cigarette in one hand, puts the in her, like raising it to her mouth, puts down the the reins of the sled, and will scoop up some snow in the other, and then lob it at you.
I mean, okay. I wanted tea, but like, what we smoke? We smoking? We're smoking now.
She sees Benji. Would you like one?
Yes,
I'm just
please.
getting a bit of a.
Yes. What is this?
This is a wild
I,
orgy,
it,
and I
it's
love
it's
it.
a cigarette. It's a cigarette. It's not anything.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Uh,
Well, wait. I need you to heat up my teapot for. I
Oh, okay.
About the time you say that, I need Erwina, Benji, and Thalindra to roll me dexterity saves, please.
Ooh.
Okay. I have danger sense.
Okay, so roll it with advantage.
16 to not get ejected from out of the sled.
Dexterity,
That's an 8.
13 for me.
Okay.
So I get for being a bad influence.
Erwina and Benji, as Thalindra's handing you this cigarette, you notice your danger sense immediately goes off, Benji, as you place your hand against Erwina just out of pure instinction, as something the sled dips and then pushes upward, and Thalindra goes out the sled to the left
Ooh.
and into the snow.
Oh, we
Oh my
better get
God.
her.
Can I jump in after her?
Yeah, if you guys come to stop, you notice when you come to stop to go grab her and you pick her up, you notice large, oversized footprints in the probably sink about a good probably 6-8 inches into the ground, about 2 to 2.5 feet long.
Ooh, okay.
What are those? Oh, she's trying to clean herself off.
Are these giant? Like, are they Goliath-sized footprints or bigger?
They're bigger.
Oh, that's not good. I guess can I just look around?
Yeah, give me
See if I can.
a perception. The rest of you inside the cart, it stops.
No, only a 4.
Calavar, you did design this for us to be able to see out in most directions, right? Do we see anything?
Give me a perception.
But just making sure you didn't make it like an ambient view of the tundra. This is like a real-time view.
It is somewhat translucent. Yeah, you'll probably see like a mild shimmering to it, where the wall actually is.
With little like chibi versions of yourself playing various instruments floating by.
Yep.
In the version that he made, yeah, absolutely.
I rolled a natural 20. Thank you, Emma Claire Delta Dice.
There we go. All right, with the natural 20, you see a large. You see two things. One, you see a large mound, kind of off to the edge. It's strange because you can see tufts of fur kind of sticking out the top of it. The next thing you notice is coming up behind you. You get ready to turn, and as you look, you can see this oversized bluish purple creature kind of coming up out of the snow, bringing their hands around both Thalindra and Benji at the same time. These heavy tusks hanging off their mouth.
Oh, hell no.
and bright reddish yellow eyes as they grab a hold of the two of you, and that's where we'll pick up next episode.
Oh no.
So, all right, everybody. Well, we finally entered back into the tundras of Icewind as we're heading off to Kelvin's Cairn after some wacky things that have happened inside of Bryn Shander. We have picked up our wonderful guest for the next couple episodes to venture off to Kelvin's Cairn. We're also going to have wonderful Thalindra with us for a few more episodes. Big positive vibes and all those amazing things. Heading off to Chris, who is traveling this week. So safe travels and those types of things. And then personal reasons for our wonderful friend Ark. Good vibes and all that there as well. Real quick, we're going to go around real fast as we wrap up tonight. Tell us who you are, where they can find you, and one big thing that's happening this week if you've got something going on this week. All right, and we're going to start this time with Kelevar. And then you pop.
Hello, I am Humphrey Wendell Wickham. You can find me under the name Humphrey's Chaos Corner. Don't really have anything happening right now, but I do want to plug a couple of things with it being June 1st. The first is going to be Pride Nights. They did LGBTQ patches.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
I swing both ways violently, and I ride the fault line between worlds and call it home. So I'm bi, and I got the patches for it. Next thing I would like to plug is actually a local coffee place known as Dragon Roast Coffee.
Ooh.
They are
Nice.
also LGBTQ friendly, and they just finished up their Kickstarter. And this is their Artificer White Espresso. So I'm pretty thrilled with that. But yeah, that's all I got at the moment. So
Excellent. Popcorn at somebody else.
over to Sam.
Hey everybody, my name is Sam. I can be found most places on the internet at Dungeon Samster. Tonight I've been your Echo Knight fighter. I did so much Echo Knight fighting. And going on later this week, I'll be one of the many hosts for the San Diego Comic-Con Museum's Summer Nights TTRPG event series, where we're running 4 independently written by other San Diego community members modules to both introduce new players and titillate experienced D&D players, all themed around exhibits currently on display within the Comic-Con Museum. As always, and will undoubtedly be referenced by both Chuck and James in their turn, we also have many wonderful things going on here at Tabletop Misfits, including but not limited to our month-long fundraiser for the Trevor Project, an ongoing project in the background to work on Pendragon, the role-playing game, hosted or game-guided by James here on display. This last weekend, we had our most recent episode of Power Daddies, but I'll let Chuck go into that in much more greater detail. And this coming Monday, you can also see the Roundtable Cast Catch-Up featuring, once again, Chuck, James, and myself for Candela Obscura, game guided by the wonderful Alex, also of Tabletop Misfits. Numerous other things going on besides. I'll take up too much time if I continue discussing them, so I'd like to pivot over to our wonderful friend, Space.
Thank you. Hi guys, I'm Space. You can catch me here on good damn, I fucked that up. I'm sorry. James. My brain just stopped. I'm sorry.
You can find Space here over on Tabletop Misfits.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Request.
Right here.
Yo, I can't do this. No, seriously.
You're doing
You
great.
can find me here, guys. I'm not on social media much. So yeah, thank you. And I will pass it over to Lily.
Hi everyone, I'm Lady Lily of Lady Lily of La La Land, and in almost the exact opposite, I am on social media quite a lot, but you can find me on Instagram and TikTok and here on Twitch. My big event this week is the first session of our 3-part season finale for everything I have going on over in La La Land that James has graciously agreed to to be a part of. I am so excited. It should be a lot of fun because my goal is the same every time I sit down at that table or at the for this game. And that's to get everyone to cause as much drama as possible. It's what I love.
Drama, you say? Okay,
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
And I will popcorn over to Idly.
Hi, I'm Idly. You can mostly find me all over the freaking internet, it feels like right now. You can find me on Threads where I post unhinged things. You can find me over here playing your anxiety ridden paladin who decided to crash out in a very strange way today. But you can also find me on my own channel, The Bad Ideas, where no idea is too bad for us. We don't have anything going on this week as we've been on a small hiatus. As we wrapped up one program, Girls Gone Wasteland, but we are launching into 3 others this month because I think I hit my head and overbooked myself, but that's just how it's going to be. We have our beautiful hot summer nights starting, our jousting TTRPG experience. How much drama can happen at a joust? We'll find out. It's going to be a lot. We also have Curse of Lestrade coming out towards the end of the month. And then we also have one new project, Young Gods, a Scion story coming out. Lady Lily's going to be there too, so you can catch us there as well later this month as well. So that's what I have going on. And I'm going to kick it over to Chuck. Chuck it at Chuck.
I guess it's my turn now. Yeah, so as you all know, I'm Chuck. You can find me at Beaker Builds here over on Tabletop Misfits on Instagram at the same name. Last night we had Power Daddies. I Gridmaster over there, and it was a lot of fun. James is over there filling in with us, being our Gold Daddy, which is really nice. It's because our Red Daddy arc is having to step away for a bit. So, it is what it is. You can find me later this week, Thursday night. I'm going back into Subnautica 2. So hopefully I will get chased again by more fishes because that's what happened last time.
That shark did not want to let you go.
He didn't want to let me go. It's fine. I'm just a tasty snack. Other than that, Sam graciously pretty much took all the things that was needed to be said. So did all the admin stuff that Sam said. James, off to you.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thank you once again for coming to hang out with us here at Dress to Quest. It is an honor to bring friends along this massive journey that we've had created over the last 2.5 years, going on 3. If you like this type of stuff and you want to help us out, please make sure that you're following and subscribing as where you were at. We're on both here, and it also will be ported to YouTube. We are very close to hitting our first goal for YouTube of 500 followers, so please help us out with that if you can. Last but not least, we have 2 big things coming up in the next few months. One, we are still pushing for a potential chance to go to D3 at sea, but we need your help with that. So if you are going to be going and you want to have a misfit run your game, please let us know and let them know. And hopefully we can come out there and run your game in Icewind Dale, which would be awesome. Last but not least, we have one show currently projected for Gen Con this year. That is going to be ran by the amazing Dungeon Samster here at the Misfits, and along with myself and a few others that are going to be there as vampires and werewolves mixed together to cause some trouble. More to that, please go check out GenCon.com under the events. You can find us at Night of the Worm. And I believe that is it for the week. Don't forget, Wednesday, we come back for another Tavern Talks. This time it will be with our wonderful Jacob, as well as another co-host, as I will be sitting over at the Lily's table, finalizing our 3-part finale, where I get to play a very terrifying character that I've had so much fun building. Anyway, thank you once again for coming to hang out with us. Make sure that you stick around for us. Stick around for just a few seconds as we close up for the evening. We want to make sure that we go raid some friends and say hello really quick. Love each other. Stay warm. It's a cold place out here in Icewind Dale. And make sure you add a little bit of whimsy to your heart, as this party has definitely done it to mine. See you guys all on the next episode of Dress to Quest. Good night.
Cold is a state of mind. It's fine.
Cold is a state of mind.